All right, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and the men at Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect. May the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah continue to rest upon you. And this sitting we're going to go into today is basically Yahweh Shah chose you. All right, you didn't choose Yahweh Shah. We didn't choose Yahweh Shah, all right? Yahweh Shah chose us because, it's a heavy, it's a deep thought process, if you ask me humbly, in my humble opinion, it's a deep concept, man. Because first and foremost, you didn't create yourself. All right, you didn't create you didn't create your lust and your desires. All right, all that was in the hand of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. So the Most High built us up to be a certain way. All right, and we seek after the Lord. All right, because the Lord made us that way. But the Lord tell you, He chose us, man. We didn't choose Him because when you read, pursuing the Proverbs 20 and 24, man goings is of the Lord. How then can a man know his own way? All right. So from being predestined of time, the Lord Yahweh Shah chose His elect, and that's get used to hearing that theme coming from me because we're in them times now where that's an important topic. Why? Because it's edifying and it's comforting. All right, it's comforting. All right, when you highlight the elect, that makes men hearts desire that. Salaki. That teaching alone will make us men heart desire that. We'll desire being of the elect, and that will make us pray for that. All right, so with no further ado, I'm going to go into the scripture. This is Luke 5 and 26. Salakia. This is Luke 5 and 27. And after these things he went forth and saw a publican named Levi sitting at the receipt of custom. And he said unto him, follow me. So that's Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah, he told he chose all of his 12, all right? Even Judas, he even chose Judas, who would later betray him. But I just highlighted this one because he chose Matthew, the publican, and he told him, look, follow me, all right? And Matthew left and, rose up and left everything and followed him. All right, so that's the physical act of Yahweh Shah himself choosing somebody, man. Because you got to go into the scripture, man, about all things. You got to go into the scripture about all things, man. And that let you guys out there know that, look, man, Yahweh Shah ultimately is going whoever make it and be delivered out of this thermonuclear destruction, all right, the plagues that are destined for Babylon the Great, aka America, whoever is to be delivered out of that lake of fire is going to be chosen to be delivered. That's how this thing go. Yahweh Shah chose you, man. All right. Now, we just read, well, Yahweh Shah himself physically told Matthew, look, follow me. That's an act of choosing him. All right. Now, we're going to see the flip side of that, too, the balance of Yahweh Shah. And that, either you chosen or you not. All right. This is Luke 8 and 38. Now, the man out of whom the devils were departed besought him that he may be with him. But Yahweh Shah said, Salakia, I'm going to read it again. Luke 8 and 38. Now the man out of whom the devils were departed besought him that he may be with him. But Yahweh Shah sent him away, saying, return to thine own house and show how great things Yahweh have done unto thee. And he went his way. And he published it throughout the whole city how great things Yahweh Shah had done unto him. But the point is, this man, he besought, he desired to follow Yahweh Shah. He asked Yahushua, can I follow you? And Yahushua told him, he sent them away saying, return to thine own house. So we just saw two instances in the scripture. Well, we just saw two examples in the scripture where Yahushua chose a guy and he basically sent another guy away. All right? And that's a part of that's wise, man. When you break that down to its simplicity, that's wise. All right? Because if you're a man and you're searching out grapes or whatever, you're not gonna just eat the rotten grapes. In your wisdom, you're gonna pick through the grapes. All right? And that brings me to this feature scripture, if you will. This is John 15:16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whosoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. Now, this Yahushua is saying, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. All right, and ordained you. All right, but what we're going to examine further is the word chosen. And this is Strong's G 1586. And when you go into it, all right, to pick out, choose, to pick or choose out for oneself. All right, choosing one out of a many, i.e., Yahushua choosing his disciples, choosing one for an office. Now, this the one that stood out to me, as well as the first definition. Now, the first definition, again, to pick out, choose, to pick or choose out for oneself. Now, that immediately brought me to mind of this scripture in Isaiah 65:8. Thus said the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one said, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. So that's the Lord saying, as new wine is found in the cluster. That means, like, if you got grapes, you don't throw them away. You got fresh grapes in there, and you pick out and you choose. And now, the third definition of chosen, all right, of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, choosing whom he judged fit to receive his favors, separated from the rest of mankind, to be peculiarly, excuse me, my tongue can't get that, his own, and to be attended continually by his gracious oversight. But what I'm going to focus on is, and separated from the rest of mankind. That's heavy because that's separate when you look at the state of affairs in Israel right now, and the men here at GMS, Great Millstone, we're separated from everybody else, man. All right, they got this Hebrew war machine and all these different camps who merged together, but we stand alone, man. So the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, separated us, and that goes back even to our family or to whatever things you was doing in the world. You're separated because that's a way to know that you're chosen, because if the Most High chose you, ain't nothing you could do about that. You're going to be chose, man. Ain't nothing you could do about that. So that means if you was a nigga like in the rap game or in the music industry or something like that, if the Most High truly chose you, you ain't going to be doing that no more. You're going to be separated from that. That's why this definition jumped out to me, because it said, and separated from the rest of mankind. All right, now this is Genesis, the 12th chapter. Now the Lord has said unto Abraham, get thee out of thy country. Salaki, I'm read that again. Now the Lord has said unto Abram, which that was his name before he changed it to Abraham, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred, and from the father's house unto the land that I will show thee. Yeah, so that was a form of separation. Even with Abraham, that was the first thing. And that was choosing you. That was like choosing grapes out of a cluster, man. That was like choosing the best oranges out of a, orange patch, or the best grapes out of a cluster. That was a act of doing that. Here in Genesis 12th chapter, where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai spoke unto Abram and told him to get thee from thy kindred and thy father's house. So that was a form of separation, man. That was choosing. That was the Most High choosing Abraham, man. Like you brothers and the rest of you alchemists chosen, man, who was able to come and partake in this feast that is the Most High have, this supper, man. All right? Now, that brought me to another scripture too. This is Romans, the 1st chapter. All right? Paul, a servant of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yeah, separated unto the gospel. So that's all under the umbrella of that word choose, man. When you're chosen, you're picked out and you're separate. All right? And you're really strange to people, man. People can't figure you out. People try to size you up. They like, what that nigga about? It's spiritual, man. Because Yahweh Shai chose you. You didn't choose him.